So a little bit earlier today, I have a dinner tonight with my business partner that I'm working on one of the apps with. His idea, he came up with it. I'm helping build it and then run and scale the company. But yeah, we have a meeting tonight. I don't know how late I'm gonna be up, and I know damn sure I'm not gonna want to make this video late at night, so I'm just gonna make it now. But today I just had class basically all day long. I'm actually sitting down right now about to submit my final essay for one of them. So I'm gonna try and finish that up. We're meeting in 40 minutes. He's coming here and I have to cook dinner. So I got a lot of stuff to do in a very short period of time. Don't even know if it's possible, but yeah. So finishing up the essay, submitting that. But with regards to business stuff, not a ton of stuff happened today. We're just tweaking because we're trying to launch this app in the App Store, and I think I can actually talk about it now since we're kind of launching it. But it's a wait time tracker for bars. So when you go out and you go to a bar or restaurant or club, literally any physical location, some of them have wait times, especially in a college town where I'm at. There's crazy wait times in the middle of the night, somewhere like 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, depending on if there's like a football game or a basketball game or anything like that. And so what a lot of people do is they want to see how busy it is or see what the wait time is before they actually go. And so we're making an app for this. And it's crowdsourced entirely, so it's zero cost. Basically, all of our data comes from people reporting what the wait times are. We send them notification when they're within 500 feet of the location or any location, and just says, hey, like, you're nearby, like, please report this. They can only actually record what the wait time is if they're within 500 feet. Outside of that, so they can't make it up, they actually have to be there, which is quite neat. You can add friends, and when you add friends, you can see them on the map only if they're at the bars. So before you go out, you can basically see which friends are there, and you can toggle off being seen. So if you don't want to be seen by anybody, you can turn that off. And then on the map itself, you can like zoom in. It's like Apple Maps on the bars, and they have a little indicator showing you what the wait time is at all the other locations around town. So it's a really intuitive thing. Besides that, we have like a leaderboard, but that's pretty much it for now. So we're releasing it with the goal of scaling it up, getting it to all of the colleges. So that's what we've been working on. Built the app in the last month and a half, and we're getting ready to launch it right now. We're figuring out the tying up loose ends. And yeah, so once we have all the loose ends tied up, we're gonna launch in the App Store in the next like 3 or 4 days. We wanted to submit tonight. I don't think that that's gonna happen, to be honest, because we have to figure out what we're gonna do to monetize it. I have a couple of ideas, but that's actually what we're meeting to talk about tonight. But yeah, so that's the thing. Right now, I've just recently finished up. I don't think you guys can see it very well, but it's probably mirrored on your screen, so you probably can't see it, but business website. So right now I have Fitzgerald Family Enterprises, which is my LLC, and it's a holding company. So basically it's like all money goes to that company, but I can have sub companies. And if you have a sub company, but it's treated as the same company, then it's called a DBA, or doing business as. And so one of my DBAs that I'm going to start is called Solios Software Solutions, SSS. Or some variation of that, because solios.so is available, .solution.software. And so basically the whole idea is I make native iOS apps, websites, web apps, AI agents, any backend systems, all in the cloud, and enterprise for businesses. So basically I'm like the go-to person for any apps, whether it be a website or a web app or a iOS app, or if you're going to make a AI app for internal integration in your company, basically doing all of that. But for now, what I want to do is I want to focus on gyms. And for those gyms, I want to focus on the ones that do not have iOS apps, but could benefit from them. And then basically just outreach to them, whether it's cold call or email. Probably email, because the way that I want to reach out, which I kind of talked about this yesterday, but I want to reach out with an already screenshotted iOS app. And so basically right now, what I'm going to be working on a little bit in my free time is some templates for iOS apps that look really good, but are basically blank. And then all I have to do is input the colors, so the branding, and it will actually like fully fill out the app for me. And so basically what this allows me to do is use AI or manually research or whatever, find people's emails for businesses that don't have iOS apps, get their logo from their website if they have one, get their business colors, plug it in, go in the simulator or launch it on my phone, take a couple screenshots inside of the app, and it just needs to be 80/20. So it doesn't need to be like fully functional, just the UI. And then email them, just be like, basically, hey, like I've attached a demo mock-up just like this message, and I'll follow up with a meeting link where I can show you like a fully functional app, whatever best suits for you. And so the like reduces friction. Instead of them having to actually type a reply, they just like the message, and I follow up with a meeting link. And me providing them actual screenshots of the iOS app in the first email is just providing value, showing that I know what I'm talking about. The only thing that could be misconstrued as is AI. And so likely what's going to happen is I'm going to split test it and do attaching screenshots versus attaching like a Loom video. Because if I just attach screenshots, they could be like, oh, okay, this kid just went into AI and generated these images. He didn't actually make it. But if I do a Loom video and I show them like my actual computer and me actually launching the app and it actually like working, then that adds a little bit. But the problem is nobody in their right minds wants to click a link in an email because it could be fake. So I'll test those, but that's just a quick idea, not necessarily what I want to stick to, just a random thought that came to mind. And so what I'm probably going to do one of these random days is sit down and email like 30, 40, 50 people just to see if there's a proof of concept. If none of them answer me, probably not worth it, move on. But if I do get replies and there's actually market availability, then it's something that I would be willing to like actually walk in and focus. But pretty much all I'm doing right now is getting the website set, screwing around with the apps. I will say with Tote, I'm temporarily pivoting. And so I'm not like pivoting away from it at all. But I found that I've talked to a couple friends of mine about it and using it, family members, and everybody seems to already know what the cheapest store is. So like near me, it's Aldi. And so if it's like you need to know which store you want to go to get the cheapest items, it's Aldi every single time. Like there's no questions asked, and everybody already knows that. And so why would they pay for a grocery list app that makes them go to multiple stores when they could just pay like $1 extra and go to Aldi? And they already know what's there. And so I have to rethink the premium option on that, the monetization. But while I do that, I don't just want to keep the app like on the DL. So I'm gonna basically take out all of the premium aspects and the AI stuff and just leave it as a nice grocery list app. So you can dictate Siri shortcuts, you can take images, pictures of recipes, you can import it, paste text from other apps, and it'll parse it into grocery items, and just do all of that to make it like a legit fun grocery app and make it free, just so I can start building users for now, until I figure out some way to monetize it, which I really don't know how I'm going to monetize it, but I'll figure out some way to monetize it. Worst case scenario, I get the app, I get a lot of users, and then like somebody buys me out or something. But users are valuable, so maybe I can run ads in the app. I really don't know, I haven't decided yet, but the AI thing is a huge headache, and to be honest, I started trying to use it in my own life, and it was inaccurate, like horribly inaccurate, and honestly I didn't even use it. So what I'm doing instead is, instead of, hey, you type in your grocery items in natural language, it finds the cheapest of your 3 selected stores, you just select which stores you typically would go to, however many you would like, and then you type it in natural language, and it'll just have a blank pill next to it. You tap it, and you can select which store you are going to go to for that item. And then it will remember the next time you type that item that you got it from that store, you chose that store. And so basically, the whole goal or end goal functionality is you just like put in your grocery list, and it makes you a segmented store grocery list. So you know which stores you got to go to. Like I always go to Sam's Club, Trader Joe's, and Publix. I always get the same stuff from each of them, but I always have to make a list because I cannot remember it for the life of me. So now, if I'm making similar items, it knows in the past every single time I get ground beef from Sam's. So when I type in ground beef, it's going to tag Sam's. And so it's just like quality of life, super nice grocery list app, should be pretty cool. Get an app into the app store, figure out how to monetize it later, probably run ads, to be honest. That's the only way I can think of monetizing it. But yeah, that's it. Screwing with the app tonight, figuring out the website, got an essay due, gotta go. So I'll talk to you guys later.